What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Car Dealer Simulator. So this is a game that I recently mentioned on the channel when we were playing Used Cars Simulator. And yes, there is some similarities, but there are also some differences as well. Also, this isn't the full release of the game, although it is coming soon. There is a demo and a prologue version of this game available on Steam to play right now. So check it out if you fancy it. I'm not getting paid to promote it at all, so it's up to you. But anyway, guys, we're going to take a look at this game together now. Please do grab yourself a drink. Let's hit the road. Right, here we go. So first things first, we're going to hit start. We're going to jump right in. So straight off the bat, in the settings, we're on English language. Streamer mode is off. In video, we have full screen mode. We've got the standard 1440p, and there are some graphics options as well, including basically a whole plethora of different settings, which I haven't touched at all. I've just gone with the standard settings here. Controls-wise, well, it's just basic camera adjustments, bindings. You can take a look at those, although the tutorial does tell you as well. So we're going to go back. We're going to jump into a new game, and I'm going to jump literally straight in and take a look at this one together now. Now, I have gone ahead and had a look just to see what we can expect. And I can tell you, it is a quite decent show here. As I said, this isn't the full release yet. It hasn't been out. It hasn't actually come out yet. But yeah, it's pretty good. So basically, we dropped in here. It's telling us here we're a novice car dealer. We've got a boss called Little Sam. He's going to tell us the game rules. We're going to go looking to buy and refurbish cars, negotiate and make profitable deals, and do those in the local market. And basically, we're going to win over customers if possible with reputation, and therefore lead to future business opportunities. So we're going to hold down D just to skip past this. And then we have Little Sam telling us here, asking us, are we ready? He's a bit late for the company. I was stopped by some duties, but don't worry. He has a task for us to start off with, and by the time you get settled, he'll be here. So we're going to hold down escape, and basically that's going to take us into our first instruction. So he's telling us he's got a fresh car to pick up, which has been found by some of his contractors. So yeah, not too sure what that means. I think he's probably referring to the fact that the car's been stolen. So thankfully we're not doing the stealing this time, although I don't know whether that's a factor in the full game. But yeah, he's saying no time to waste. Basically, we're going to go over here. Yeah, so let's take a look around anyway. The graphics, as you can see, very nice. I like this little inflatable thing. I'm not too sure what they're called. You don't really see them in the UK. Certainly American thing, I think. But yeah, if you know what they're called, let me know. So yeah, here's our tow truck, which I think looks pretty cool. It looks to be a little on the small side in terms of the cab, I think, from a distance. But once you get up close, it's all right. So we're going to hop in. We are using mouse and keyboard to control, so we'll just press D to go next. It's also telling us that you can set up the GPS, and you can get to the map by pressing M. And then you can left click on your objective. So we'll do that. We'll bring up the map. Basically, our first objective is to go here. So we'll click, and that's exactly where we're going. So we'll now press M to close. And there we go. So yeah, off we go. So it's quite simple and straightforward to get started. And we are going, just following this little route map that's been planned out for us in the bottom right. It was actually, well, we haven't followed it, have we there? But anyway, so it was telling us to take a left turn there, but I think it's a bit quicker to go straight down this way, personally. So yeah, we're basically following the map now. We've got a green light, although they quickly change to red, and you do find that people tend to pull out in front of you, which is an obvious thing in games. So we've got a nice little shop over here as well, which I think is quite a little stunning piece of modelling. Got a little sort of trailer caravan set up over there. Just trying not to steer off the road as I'm telling you about it. And here's our first pickup. So we are going to be reversing up to this car and loading it on the back. So it is a bit different to used car in that you are using a sort of remote system to pull the car onto the back instead of driving it on. In fact, if you try to drive it on, I'll show you exactly what happens. It's not ideal. Let's just put it that way. So just try not to block the entire road while we're doing this, but we don't really have much choice. So we're going to grab this remote control. We'll press X to extend the ramps out behind, and we'll put this back down. And basically, to put this on the back, you would grab this and then you attach it to the front of the car. But I just want to show you what happens if you try to drive on. So if you think that you can... This car is perfectly drivable. So let's think about what happens if we drive it. Well, we have a bit of an issue with that, generally speaking. And I wouldn't recommend attempting this because you won't get on, basically. Yeah, I have had instances where I've played around with this and I found that the truck, yeah, is flipped right across the map at times. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just reverse the car back to where it was so the game doesn't get confused. We'll hop out. I'm going to have to sort this out again now. So what we'll do is we'll grab this again. We'll pull that back in. Oh, we've got a Karen over here trying to squeeze through. Right, let me... Oh, dude, what are you doing? These guys will just have to wait. Right, so hopping out again. We'll grab this. We'll extend these ramps. So what we're going to do now is pop that back. I'm just going to pull the car just a tiny bit closer because we're a little too far away. You need to be literally just about to go on. Is that car floating or is it just the angle that we're looking at it from? Right, so yeah, we'll hop out. So once you've got the car there, basically you grab this and then you're going to attach that to there. And then you can grab your remote again and press Z. And that pulls the car onto the back of the trailer nice and neat. So then we'll lift up our ramps. So that's all done nicely. We'll put this down. So he's just telling us here he's got some more business for us. So basically, the car is perfect apart from it has a small leak in the exhaust. So what he wants us to do is to pick up some repair tape on the way home. So you know that lovely little shop that we passed? Well, we're going to be popping in there to pick up some tape now. So let's park up here. So there we go. Let's get ourselves in here. And we're going to basically make a purchase. So we'll go up to this guy behind the counter. I'm just going to press E to browse his goods. So basically, exhaust repair tape is only $35. We'll buy two because we might need another one in a little moment. So yeah, we've got two of those. So now we're going to head back to our base, basically. So in we get, and yeah, to get to our base, we're basically just following the same route by which we came, which should be pretty straightforward. So only a couple of turns, really. But yeah, I think this is a great little game. I think it's a good option, especially because it's got a demo and a prologue available, so you can check it out beforehand. You can see there is a couple of, you know, bugs, couple of flaws, couple of cheeky little glitches, like the one that we've already explored. But I don't know. I mean, you tell me what you think in the comment section. But I think it's a nice little game, to be fair. I do think it's a nice little game. And if it's around about the same price as Used Car Simulator, around about a tenner, I think that would be great, to be honest with you. Anyway, we're going to hop out. We'll extend the ramps again. And we're basically going to pop the car here in the repair zone of the garage, because we're going to be taking a look at that exhaust in just a moment. So what we'll do is, I'll need to go and get that. Let me put that down. I'll grab this, put that, and then what I'm going to do is pull this truck out the way. So I'll just park it here. That'll do nicely. Won't worry too much about whether that's straight or not. So once it's in here, I can then start to repair. So he's telling you basically he wants you to do the repair for you. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to hold down escape to get rid of that instruction. And this is now, you know, tutorial stuff. It's telling us exactly what to do. I'm going to skip past this because I'm going to show you what to do. So once you've pressed E to go into the repair, you'll see that the exhaust is flashing. So we then click on the exhaust to kind of make that our focus point. We can then hold down the left mouse button to spray it. And in spraying it, you kind of, what you're doing is looking for faults. So this is a kind of detection spray, I guess, where as you spray the area, you'll see there's a defect come up there and something that needs repairing. So I tend to just spray over the whole area for what I can see, and then I'll put a bit of tape on there. Then I'm going to hold down the right mouse button and rotate round, and I'll probably find that there's one on the bottom here as well, somewhere. So I'm just going to keep going until I find it. Keep going up here. Could be on the side as well, of course. Tell you what, I'll just rotate around to the side. Again on the other side. There it is. Right. So there's the two defects found and patched. We'll exit out of there. So what he's saying now is that he needs us to take some photos of this car, but we need to pull it forward into the car washing section next. So we'll hold down D to do that. We'll go forward and take her into here, and then we'll hop out. And what we'll do is go around here and grab this. And what we're going to do firstly is just put a load of foam on it. I find it easier to rotate the nozzle sideways, so that you can literally just go back and forth like that. And it'll tell you in the top left how much coverage you've done. In terms of, we're about just shy of halfway, maybe about a third there. You can hold down X if you want to see areas that you've missed. So you can see here, any areas that are highlighted yellow means that you haven't done that area. So this car is, it's got quite a lot of rust on it as well. So you do get to that in like sort of the next stage of the tutorial. But for now, we're just trying to follow what he's telling us to do. So he's not telling us to look at anything like that at the moment. He's telling us simply to give the car a repair job and then basically a wash. So we've done the foam section now. So what we're going to do now is rinse it. So we're going to hold tab and then switch to water, and then once we're on water we can rinse it off. And same thing, you can press X to see areas that you haven't rinsed. And I think this is quite nice. I do think the graphics are lovely, and I think it's a good effort. I can't wait to see what the final game's like actually, because I think it could be a good bit of competition for Used Car Simulator. Although I think what they've done with used cars is try and give it just as much excitement and playability as possible as they can squeeze out of it. And I think they've done a good job with that. I think this is going to be more simulation focused in terms of the actual business, but I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. I'm just sort of guessing. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit me up with a like as well if you enjoyed the video. But for now we're going to pop this back and we're going to jump in. And basically what he now wants us to do is to take the car to the front of the lot. So you do that by taking it over here. And we're going to park it here basically. And then we're going to bring up the camera app, which I'll show you how to do. So there we go. We're going to hop out. And then, yeah, so you bring up the camera app with T for tab. You then got a camera option here. And now with the cameras, basically, you want to cover as many of these points that are coming up here as possible. So you'll see there's 4 that are highlighted there. So it means if I take a photo, those 4 angles are now, or key points of the car are now covered. If I come around this side, there's 3 that are now blue. And when I click there and take a photo, those are the other 3. So there's 7 key photo points, and all points were captured within 2 photos. So that's done. Right, we'll escape out of there. So he's saying, well done, blah, blah, blah. Get some rest, because you've got a lot of work ahead of you tomorrow. So yeah, we're going to end the day here. So if I escape out of here, basically we could then go for a sleep on the sofa. But for now, guys, I'm going to just leave that as the introduction. And I want to know if you want to see more, because yes, I will press on and do a little bit more. But for now, guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit the like button if you have. Hit me up with a subscription if you want to see more videos like this. Hit me up in the comment section. Let's have a little chat about games like this and why they've become so popular again. I think it's really good. I'm excited for it. If you want to see more, next time we'll take a look at the inner part of the building and what comes next with, cleaning the rust off the car and all these types of things. But for now, guys, I want to say thank you again for joining me. Please do take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you guys again soon.